Pip, pip, gentlemen, we've all got our cigars and we're all feeling quite randy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Vangelus, and I'm here with a casual cyberverse look at Blight of the Predacons. His real name should be Blot, but I guess because now he looks like he's an actual creature and he kind of looks edgy and cool, I guess that he's no longer really a Blot so much as a Blight. And he comes with a pretty fantastically named weapon, the Affliction Hammer, which he can hold in his mouth. You can also plug it onto one of his shoulders if you so choose. Doesn't really do much for his dragon mode, and I call it a dragon mode. This is like a gorilla dragon. This is like a dragon who looked at like professional wrestling and was like, I'm tired of being a hunched over creature. I want to be David Batista, and just went to the gym and barbelled and pumped the iron, which is really funny. He's probably pretty dumb because he's just a robot. He could have rebuilt himself. Anyway, I like how this thing looks. I love the just like thuggish face on this thing. Like this looks like a creature that communicates primarily by grunting and chuckling to itself from its girthful belly. And he's got a pretty decent look all around. His blotness is highlighted mostly through the kind of off-purple and dark blue. Like most of these Predacon dudes, he's kinda like the G1 colors, but also almost entirely just, like, shunted to the left. And the only weird thing about this mode is that his robot mode hands are totally just chilling out down here on the sides of his feet, which is kind of weird. As far as Poseability goes, he's got ball-jointed shoulders. He's got this bicep swivel. It's a mushroom peg style bicep swivel, mostly for the transformation, but it does mean he can do some stuff, and it's angled, so it does change the look of his arms a little bit if you end up using it in this mode. He's got ball-jointed hips, which are mostly just for forward and backwards movement because the peg is, or the stem is diagonal. You can kind of turn them inwards if you want, but it just looks like he got kicked in the nuts. Transforming this guy is kind of interesting. This is a very big departure from G1 Blot, who was one of the least transforming Transformers ever. This guy pulls an Optimus Minor in the best way, in that he does a cartwheel, and I love the way that these swivels here are angled so that he goes from having, like, you know, bent inwards beast dragon arms to having, like, slightly bent forwards robot legs. And the hands, like, do a really good job of opening up into feet here. And then the big trick of this guy is you pull down the chest to unlock this, and then this stuff all swivels like this. So now he goes from having broad shoulders and thin hips to having reversed inverted broad shoulders and thin hips. It's friggin' genius, man. And then this part's pretty simple. You just fold those things. And much like Twin Strike, he's got a head hidden inside on a swivel on his chest plate. And it's just a satisfying transformation. I really love transforming this guy. And you just gotta look at him in robot mode and you see that now he's less of a gorilla-like beast and more like a beefed-out gorilla-like biped man. And he's got such a tank-like look to him. I really dig it. And on his back, the beast head is kind of just visible, but whatever, man. And this head sculpt, like, these little Predacon dudes, I think they really knock it out of the park on their head designs. And this guy, like, he's got the underbite still, but with a kind of faceplate attachment and this big, like, dopey red visor. I really love the way that Blight here turned out. I think this is potentially one of my, like, I think that Hunger is still my favorite of these bunch, but Blight comes in a pretty close second just for having such a good overall package. Poseability on him is pretty much just ball-jointed shoulders with the addition of this thing, much like on Ripper Snapper, the hinge here, so you can have him, you know, shoulder check stuff. He's got ball-jointed hips. If I had one complaint about the robot mode, it's that it's all pretty solid, but it's flexible, because nothing is really locked in. It's all just kind of held in place. So I wish that there was a clip or something here to just really fuse that together, but he's got these ball-jointed hips, and he's got that weird, like, angular swivel from his beast mode. It doesn't really do a whole lot for his robot mode, unfortunately, because it's just from the knee down. And the Affliction Hammer, he can just hold this thing and beat the tar out of people. And he can even, like, I wonder if I can get him to, well, there's not enough peg for him to dual-wield it, but you can fake dual-wield the hammer all thusly and get all ready to just prang people over the head. So, Yeah, I'm gonna say it even one more time. If you're getting the Abominus set, you're probably getting all 5 of these redone Terrorcons already, but they are 5 pretty strong individual toys. I am not really disappointed with any of them, outside of like a few niggling little things here and there. They are 5 unique, 5 strong, 5 very standalone toys, and the combination aspect of them is just a bonus, man. Like, I haven't been talking about it because it's not really getting in the way of much. And, speaking of that combination aspect, I wonder how I'm going to talk about that. I haven't really considered it yet. Either way, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus with one more installment of Casual Cyberverse, and, them's the dragons, ladies and gentlemen. At least the 5 dragons who, can, you know, slap together. We'll see what happens. Casual Cyberverse will continue either way, because there's a hell of a lot of Cyberverse out there to talk about, and I kind of dig it. But, we'll be back, and things may combine.